Hiya, I'm Stephen. I'm one of the solicitors here at PMPL, and a question that a lot of our clients ask us when they're buying a leasehold property is whether they should buy a property where there's a short lease, and that's something we're just going to quickly cover. You might be tempted to buy that property because there's a low asking price, but actually you need to be pretty cautious. If the lease on the property that you're going to buy is close to expiring, or it's got less than 80 years to run, then there's some considerations that you need to be mindful of. The first one is mortgage lenders. Mortgage lenders are actually pretty wary of lending on a property where there's a short lease span or there's less than 80 years left to run on that lease. So you might find yourself in a little bit of difficulty and a little bit of trouble when you decide you want to move on or you want to sell that property in the future. The reason being that mortgage lender for your buyer might not be keen to loan money on that property. The second consideration to be mindful of is the value. The value of the property, because of the shortness of the lease, might drop. And even if you do find a cash buyer, it may well be that they're going to offer a lower figure that's well below your predicted asking price. Thirdly, you might want to think about extending the lease. If your lease has got less than 80 years to run and you want to extend it, you're going to have to pay an additional fee to get that lease extended. That's going to be a lease extension fee. Now, this is generally calculated at 50% of what's called the marriage value. The marriage value, that's the amount of extra value an extended lease would add to the property itself. So there's a lot of considerations, and it's normal for the seller themselves, so you, after you bought that property, when you extend the lease, for you to bear those costs. So even if you are going to buy a property with a short lease, remember those different considerations. Remember the potential need to pay for that lease extension when you want to sell it. If you need any advice on this or any other particular points, then just give us a call. We're always here to help. Thanks.